Grow the up. Move over there.
Don't arrest me, sir.
You guys go over by the pole. Go over there right now. Stop messing around, okay? Go over there.
His income has lowered recently because, remember, McKinley broke up with him. So we think. It seems like it, at least. This might all just be one massive psyop to promote their OFs.
Jack Doherty was almost arrested for harassing a police officer. Yes, guys, nuisance streamer Jack Doherty was just inches away from getting arrested and possibly facing up to 3 years in prison. How did it all go down? I'll break it all down in this video. And that's not all. I also uncovered a massive scam Jack Doherty is running in the name of his girlfriend. Jack's breakup with McKinley was actually just a stunt to promote his OnlyFans business. Yes, that's true. But it doesn't stop there. Jack is now using his current girlfriend, Christiana, as a money-making machine to cover the losses he faced after McKinley left. Let's get into the details. Before we get into the main part, I want to give you another quick update. As you already know, I mentioned earlier that Jack is now desperate for money. And just how crazy is this? In this video, you'll see Jack convincing his new girlfriend Christiana to film a TikTok video in front of a police car. They were there with their entire crew, and of course, the police ended up kicking them out of the spot. Let's watch the clip first, and then I'll break everything down.
Last number! Last number! Yo, Chad,
Yo, run.
Question. Yo, so Jack, like, more on this side, get in the background. Hey, Jack.
I feel like Flash doesn't look good. No,
It looks pretty way better.
So you're not coming.
Guys, grow the up. Move over there.
Oh my God.
Sorry.
Oh, yo, that's it.
What the hell's going on here? Did you see that? Are they trying to make the American police look like a joke? Now they're even making TikTok videos with a police car? Where's their common sense? Even after the police gave them a warning, they kept behaving disgustingly. And look, Jack keeps filming like he's trying to harass the officer. I mean, is Jack really at that stage? Not only does he have no content, now he's trying to harass the police? That's crazy. Let's watch what happened next.
Another car for us to do TikToks with.
That is so funny. Hey, Jack, let's do it.
Well, I have court. Wait, no.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, no, you can't do that. Don't arrest me, sir.
You guys go over by the pole. Go over there right now. Stop messing around, okay? Go over there. I don't care. I'm working right now. You got me getting in the way. Do me a favor and go stand over there. Thank you.
What's going on with Jack Doherty? Guys, don't you think the way Jack Doherty is behaving lately is insane? Look at how he's using his phone right in front of the officer. It honestly feels like his new goal is to end up in jail. But seriously, with everything Jack Doherty has been doing recently, do you think he might actually land himself in jail soon? Let me know your thoughts in the comments.
Bro, watch it this out. Hey.
After watching the video, people are extremely mocking Jack Doherty and criticizing his behavior. I found a really interesting comment from one guy who said, when Jack went through his breakup, he made all those sad videos acting heartbroken. But now, if you look at him, you wouldn't even guess he had a breakup. He's using his new girlfriend the same way he used McKinley. Honestly, I feel like Jack treats OnlyFans like a business and his girlfriends like money-making machines. It's like he's not dating people, he's recruiting them for revenue. And here's another comment. Everyone involved in Jack's kind of behavior should have been arrested by the police. Why did the police let them go? A simple warning wasn't enough. They should have been arrested. Exactly, I agree with this. But legal action hasn't been taken yet, so you might be wondering, can any legal action even happen for this kind of behavior? Let me quickly break down what could happen to Jack and what usually happens if someone behaves like this in America. If someone films too close to a police officer while they're doing their job, it's called obstruction of justice. This is usually a misdemeanor, and the person can be jailed for up to 1 year or fined. They can also be arrested on the spot. If someone yells, argues, or provokes an officer while on duty, that's disorderly conduct. Also a misdemeanor, punishable by fines, jail time, or community service. If anyone touches police gear or interferes with the police scene, it's called interfering with official duties. This can be either a misdemeanor or a felony, depending on the seriousness. The punishment can range from 6 months to 3 years in jail. If someone tells their followers on TikTok or any other platform to confront or harass police, that's incitement or public mischief. This can be a misdemeanor or felony, possible jail time or lawsuits. If someone lies during a police investigation, for example saying, "I didn't know he was a cop," when they did, it's providing false information. This is a misdemeanor and can lead to fines or jail time. So just like you saw, Jack is now doing all kinds of disgusting stuff just to go viral and make money. But the situation doesn't stop there. It's now exposed that Jack and McKinley's breakup was just a drama, a staged show, maybe even an advertisement to promote their OnlyFans business. Now the whole story is fully out in the open.
Remember, Jack's financial situation, as he says, is no longer what it used to be. And there's a very particular reason for that, because his income has lowered recently because because, let's remember, McKinley broke up with him. So we think. It seems like it at least. Who knows? This might all just be one massive psyop to promote their OFs. They're definitely playing the long game if that's true, but who knows? You never know with these kind of people. But either way, Jack did not handle it well. The guy essentially had a complete meltdown about how fake girls were, mainly because his income was, it was about to decrease. And he said that he wasn't going to be making the same amount of money anymore. He said that he abandoned all of his projects because he sacrificed his businesses. His real business was managing OF girls, and he allegedly ditched all these other OF girls to make McKinley his only business. It's so bizarre just calling women businesses like that because it's a slippery slope, but essentially his business was commoditizing these women's bodies and pimping them out. And then to make things even worse, when you realize who watches Jack, kids, that's who's being advertised this crap to.
And not just that. This exposal is completely true. Recently, Jack said something wild in another podcast. He admitted that his family doesn't even care about his OnlyFans business because he's the one paying the bills. Basically, as long as the money's coming in, nobody's asking questions.
I mean, I wouldn't say like we came from like money. I did everything myself. Like I started off my phone. I used to film and edit all my videos on my phone.
OnlyFans agency. How do you feel about like running that? Is it something you would stop anytime soon, or you think it's completely like chill?
I mean,
what's
if it
your
ain't
honest
broke,
opinion?
Don't fix, And it's just like it's there and there's
How do your
money
parents
to be
feel
made.
about it? Are they okay with it, or you don't care?
They don't care, At the end of the day, it's just like
Pays the bills.
yeah.
So what kind of morals does a family like that even have? If all they care about is money and not a single bit about right or wrong, then what does that say about their values? Jack literally used his breakup with McKinley as an advertisement, just a way to get people talking about him again. And now, what is he doing? He's back to spending like crazy, but it's not for fun. It's all just another way to promote his business and keep the OnlyFans machine running.
How much does this one cost? Let's add it up.
He only spent like 6 or 7K at Louis.
I took her to LA. I'm taking her to Dubai. I also just sent her like 50K recently. So like about 100K in the first couple of weeks. That's not that bad, right?
Even his whole chain got robbed drama was just another publicity stunt. Now he's back wearing a new chain, calling it Diamond, and pretending like that robbery was actually serious. It's honestly insane how he keeps turning every incident into a marketing opportunity. And somehow, he successfully made that robbery story into another ad for himself.
A new chain now.
Yes, sir.
What is that, like princess cut baguettes, or what is what do you call that?
Emeralds and diamonds.
Man, that is insane, bro. Let me ask you this, man. I'm watching the Nelk Boys podcast. They're basically saying that everything was set up and that it wasn't real and that you were doing it for content. Is that true?
No, it's not true at all. I mean, like there's a police report. We had a million cops on Rodeo Drive. Like they shut down a whole entire store just to do like this swab my like everything and stuff. Like, bro, if we set it up, we would have had the video by now. But it's like we have to go through attorneys and stuff and get the video. It's a whole process and stuff. But I'm gonna get the video eventually, and everyone's gonna be like, all right, it was real. But
On George Jenko's podcast, Jenko was genuinely trying to convince Jack to stop using OnlyFans and move away from that lifestyle. But Jack straight up said he needs the money to cover all his expenses, and that he couldn't just stop working with the OnlyFans girls.
I think you should just clean up things that are morally wrong. I know that you're making money off of these girls selling their, but bro, they have fathers that are just absent. And at the end of the day, bro, when we
imagine their absent fathers seeing them do this for only a couple grand a month. And imagine their absent father seeing him do it for a couple $100,000 a month. That's where it's
I don't
like,
think that's gonna get them off the couch and head over. You know what I mean?
It gets the parents retired. Like they're happy.
Yeah, but it comes with, you say, hey guys, you know what? Let's scratch the contract. You guys go do what you guys need to do. If you want to continue or you don't continue. But these are blood money, and I don't want my hands to be a part of it anymore.
That was just stressing the out. I'll be like, God damn, like all these bills are adding.
And so now you might ask, why is Jack pulling off all these stunts just to promote his business? Think about it. He causes drama, says his chain got robbed, breaks up with his girlfriend, acts like he's completely depressed and done for. He builds this whole narrative so people start to feel bad for him. Like, damn, Jack's really going through it. And just when people start trusting that story, what does he do? He shows up with a new girlfriend, wearing a new chain, flexing money again, and promoting his lifestyle, all to make the same people believe, wow, Jack made a comeback, he's strong, he's an inspiration. And just like that, they start looking up to him. They think he's a comeback king. But in reality, it's all a strategy. One big play to boost his OnlyFans agency and keep the money flowing. So what do you think about that? Did you fall for Jack's strategy too? Let me know.